What is happening, people? Happy Thursday. Yay. Thank God this week is going by quicker than last week. Last week was a nightmare. This week hasn't been my favorite, but at least it seems to be moving by at a decent pace. 2 days to go. And then hopefully a weekend with nothing on the agenda. That's what I'm hoping for. As we've got a pretty busy week coming up. 1 week from today. Got that big Papa Roach Set It Off and Autumn King show going down. We're hooking up tickets all week. If you hear back-to-back tracks from any of the bands on the bill, be caller number 20 when the second song starts. We'll hook you up with a pair of tickets to go see the show for free. Also, everybody who has won tickets to Papa Roach is going into a drawing for meet and greets with the band. I got that lined up yesterday, so got that going on. What else happened yesterday? Got off work, hung out for a bit. I always wonder how my evening goes by so fast. All of a sudden, it's like, 9 o'clock, and I'm going, we need to eat. We need to go to bed. I need to be up early. And then we eat late, and then I get to sleep late, and then I wake up and I'm mad. And before I went to bed last night, at some point, I took a picture of somebody who was wearing an old school Rock 102 t-shirt. World class Rock 102. It was a station that used to exist. They changed it to Magic. And anyhow, it's a typical radio station in 2026. Got like no local DJs. They don't go out in the community and do anything. It's just your regular old classic rock station. And all I said was, I miss the old Rock 102 when I was growing up. Simple statement. Oh boy, did I get a few people melting down on me. Even my homie Steve, he's like, man, the processing better. They play, music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Like, that wasn't my point. My point is that station is gone. They are now Magic. They are a different station. And yeah, I'm sorry, if you're a radio station and you don't have maybe they have a local DJ. I don't know. I know all the other ones that do, because those people get out in the community and do stuff. But anyway, I just deleted the post. I was like, screw it. I don't have the patience to put up with this. I'm not going to get in an argument. Everybody getting all fussy with me. Speaking of, the sound of stations, if you haven't recently downloaded the K-Bear 101 app, we've done some updates to it. Check your phone settings, see if you need to update your app or delete it and reinstall it just to make sure you got the current version. Jade did some kind of voodoo magic with the app yesterday, and it is sounding the best it ever has. I was talking with him and Josh about it yesterday and was like, dude, okay, see how the app sounds? How are we going to sit down and make the over-the-air station sound like that? It was using some kind of AI technology that analyzes every song and when we're talking and blah, blah, blah. And just basically tries to make it sound as good as humanly possible. Which it works great. So yeah, if you don't have the K-Bear app, you should get it for when you're out of town, or I don't know if you're in one of those weird little pockets where the signal gets funky. We live in a mountainous range, so sometimes mountains can block the signal. So get that app so you can always listen to K-Bear and you're not stuck listening to some, generic oldies station with, I don't even know if they're real people. They could be AI voices for all I know. Wouldn't surprise me. I'll have to tune in and check it out, see if I think they're AI. But yeah, that's what's going on with me. It seemed like something else happened yesterday, but I don't know. It's early. So morning to you. Good day to you. We're going to crush Thursday. We're going to be done with it. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to force Becca to we're laying in bed and watching movies. That's what we're doing. You ain't going anywhere. Okay, this thread could be interesting. I've seen a lot of artists live. And I've had people ask me, like, what's a band you would say it was terrible live? I've racked my brain on this one. I know I've seen terrible live bands. Everybody has. But, sorry, I got the hiccups. God, that's so annoying. Anyway, everybody's seen a terrible band at some point. But I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus that comes to mind right now because they're like local bands, and that's not fair. They're just starting. That's rude. I wonder what the internet's saying. Let's see if I've seen any of these artists live and what my thoughts are. All right. Lana Del Rey. Never seen her live, so I don't know, but the internet says not good. Nicki Minaj. Are we going to be just doing a bunch of lip-syncing pop artists? I know Nicki Minaj is like a rapper or whatever. Probably lip-syncing too. Is that what this list is going to be? Snoop Dogg. You would think Snoop Dogg would be good live. Never seen him. But they said he had other people rap for him while he walked around asking people to put your arms in the air and can I get a woof woof? That's what it says, woof woof, because he's Snoop Dogg. All right. That doesn't sound that great, but doesn't sound that bad. Stained. Dude just curls up into a ball and cries for an hour and calls that a performance. Well, Aaron Lewis has gotten pretty whiny. I don't know. I haven't seen Stained live, though, so can't judge the performance. Let's see. I saw Bob Dylan recently. I knew what to expect. I actually enjoyed it and thought he sounded good. But if you're expecting any songs you know, or for him to be present and say, hey, everyone, or even see his face, I don't recommend it. All right. I don't know if I'd fork out the kind of dough you got to fork out to go to Bob Dylan anyway. Smash Mouth. They said the lead singer threw a fit because slices of bread were landing on stage. I was talking with somebody last night briefly about a show we played, one of my bands played back in the day with Aiden and Wednesday 13, and we were throwing cheeseburgers into the crowd. Or we had a homie throwing cheeseburgers into the crowd, I should say. And the venue was not very happy about that. The burgers made a big mess, but it was fun. Taking Back Sunday. Now, those guys, it seems like I have seen. This person says, do you enjoy someone holding a microphone out for the crowd to sing half of every song while sounding terrible trying to sing the other half? All right. Well, I'm not a big Taking Back Sunday guy, so I don't know. Marilyn Manson. All right, they said, worst show I've ever seen. He came out drunk, fell over, mumbled some stuff. They're claiming he was using substances, kept mumbling and singing, and basically gave up after 20 minutes or so. Okay, I have seen a bad Marilyn Manson show. I almost walked out. But it wasn't actually the performance that was so bad. It was the Axl Rose-like behavior prior to going on stage. This was at Saltair in Salt Lake, and I don't remember who the opener was, but they were nobody exciting. So, everybody was there like, all right, Marilyn Manson, let's go. We've had enough. I don't know how long he took to come out on stage, but it was the longest I've ever seen any artist take to come out on stage. And so I don't know if it was just the aggravation of that, just being on your feet, standing there in hot, stinky salt air for that long, but I was not very enthusiastic for his set. I was mad at the end of the show. it was bad. Motley Crue. I've only seen them, I've seen them a couple times, and they were fine, but that was a long time ago. I don't know if Vince Neil got it anymore. Here's another person saying Snoop Dogg was a terrible show. I would totally go to a Snoop Dogg show, or at least I thought I would have. Here's another person talking about Marilyn Manson. I guess other people have been aggravated by his shows as well. Coldplay. All right, well, I wouldn't go to that. What else do we got here? Buck Cherry. I thought they were fine enough live. I mean, it's not like I'm super into them, but let's see here. 21 Savage. Danzig, huh? Said they saw Danzig at Ozfest and he was out of breath and sounded like garbage. You would think Danzig would be pretty good live. I don't know. Yeah, right now the only one standing out in my head, I mean, I was mad at that Marilyn Manson show. It was so annoying. All right, I'm going to get back to digging here, people. I hope your Thursday is going okay. I hope today goes by fast. Another day with enthusiasm at an all-time low on the Viktor Wilt program. We'll see if I can cheer it up a bit. Maybe I just need more caffeine. Yeah! Hey, peeps. What's up? It's Viktor Wilt. Hello, and welcome to Tuesday. Well, feels like Tuesday. I know it's Thursday. Oh, these weeks, man. This is drag. Need to win that lottery. Oh, yeah, last night. I got all riled up. I'm like, let's buy some lottery tickets. Stupid move. Did you know they have scratch-off tickets? They might have had one more expensive than the one that, well, I guess technically Becca purchased. I saw one with the UFO on it and was like, I'm going to buy that lottery ticket. $30 for a scratcher. What an idiotic way to light your money on fire. So I got a $30 scratcher. Becca bought a $20 one. And then I bought a Mega Millions ticket. That Mega Millions ticket better be a winner so I can be rich. Did get my money back on the $30 ticket, but the $20 ticket was a big fat loser. So Becca and I threw $20 in the garbage. Potentially $25. I got charged $5 for a Mega Millions ticket. Is that the normal price? Or did the guy add a multiplier and didn't want to admit that he screwed up? I kept the ticket, even though I was like, I'm pretty sure you overcharged me, but it better be a winner. I think I left it sitting on the table in the living room. Hopefully it's still there. I want to be rich so I could, experience these rich people things people are talking about online. Somebody asked, what's a rich people thing you experienced once and immediately understood why rich people love it so much? All right, let's see what you wealthy folks are getting to experience that I'm not. Flying first class. Well, you've certainly heard me complain about air travel, if you're a longtime listener. First class does seem like it would be better because you're at the front of the plane. You get to leave fast. Also, larger seats that look to be more comfortable. And they might actually give you real food that's not a Biscoff cookie or one of the worst snacks of all time, pretzels. I don't know. I'm not a pretzel guy. They're fine. But can y'all get some Doritos or something going on? Are pretzels just cheap? Why are airline snacks so terrible? Biscoff cookies can be good, but they're not that great when it's just, here you go. Have a Biscoff cookie with your third of a can of soda we're going to pour into this cup of ice. Okay, anyway. Maybe someday I'll fly first class. Let's see, this person said they convinced a very wealthy girl to date them in high school. They remember being on her dad's boat and struggling to believe they were even on a boat. Well, somebody should have told this guy, as we learned on traffic school, stepping foot on another man's boat is not manly. So that's what you should have been thinking about, dude. You shouldn't have been surprised you were on a boat. You should have been like, man, I stepped foot on another man's boat. What else are rich people things someone experienced and understood why rich people love it? Not worrying about bills while being unemployed. Yeah. That would have to be nice, even while employed. It's 2026. Right now sucks. Holy crap. Like I mentioned, I went to the store yesterday. I guess went to a few. Winco do they sell lottery? Maybe they do. Anyway, Winco is the cheapest place for groceries, right? As we all know. I think it is. I needed some aluminum foil, okay? Simple household item. For the Winco brand, it was like $5. They had a roll of Reynolds Wrap aluminum foil for $13. $13. I was wandering around going, what happened? I swear I was at Winco like 3 days ago. And it seemed like the prices of everything like doubled. I thought everything was supposed to be getting cheaper. I saw it on the news. Prices are down. Gas prices are down. No, I drove by the pump yesterday. It was certainly cheaper a few days ago. Do people just believe whatever they're told? Like, I was told everything's cheaper, so it is. $13 aluminum foil. Okay, sorry. That line about bills. I hate thinking about bills. I've probably got bills I need to pay right now, but it's that money thing. Got to wait till the next payday. I'm just not going to look at them. If I get any late fees, whatever. Let's see. Buying without checking the price. Yeah, that's got to be nice. Oh, good for you. Let's see here. Somebody just talking about not worrying. I'm sure rich people worry. Hiring movers. That would be fantastic. I don't plan on trying to ever move my bed frame again, that's for sure. Ask Peaches about that. Yeah, if you've ever gotten an adjustable bed frame, they weigh about 10 billion pounds. All right? They're great. They're nice if you enjoy watching TV in bed, being able to adjust things, but yeah, you need to move them anywhere. It's a nightmare. All right, this person had a private box at an NHL game with a personal chef, private buffet, and unlimited drinks. All right, I've been in a box at a show, but you had to pay for the stuff. If it was unlimited, that would be pretty sweet. House cleaning service. That's what I need. That's what I need really bad. That would be pretty great. And yet again, more people just giving the same answers everybody else has. Flying first class. Paying people to do my chores. Oh, I need more money, everybody. I hope that lottery ticket's a winner. It won't be. It'll be $5 in the garbage since, again, I believe I was overcharged for that Mega Millions ticket. Oh, well. All right. I'm going to dig for some freak news, friends. Okay, let's dive in and talk about, I guess, fire, smoke. We are actually sitting pretty lucky right now. It's been, a very dry year. Fire conditions pretty bad in most places. But, knock on wood. As far as the West goes, we're in one of the only spots that's sitting pretty nice. Like the entire eastern portion of the country is currently blanketed in nasty smoke, mainly from fires up in Canada. I mean, it looks like Canada is just burning to the ground. But then also, Utah, Colorado, major fires there. And of course, California and parts of Oregon. The Oregon coast burning to the ground there too. Looks like Medford. Medford, not the place to be hanging out right now if you want some nice fresh air. So we're in a good spot. Let's see here. Don't use your smart glasses to cheat on exams. I've never monkeyed with smart glasses. I know they have a lot of different kinds. There was some guy in South Korea who used a program and AI to basically see if he could get his smart glasses to analyze questions on a test and give him correct answers in a real exam. But the teacher who was holding the exam noticed some kind of a reflection in his glasses. And what'd they do? Kick him out of school? Criminal charges. What? Can you get criminal charges for cheating on a test? That seems a bit excessive. I mean, I don't know if it was a school test or a test for a job. Just kick him out of school or don't give him the job. Or, I mean, this guy built a program to get his glasses to answer test questions. Maybe that's the reason to hire him. This guy put in some effort. Work faster, not harder. Don't put your phone in the fridge if it gets hot. This happened to me the other day. Not putting my phone in the fridge, but left my phone in the truck one day for not very long. Get off of work, and it's like, your phone is too hot to use. Cool it down. I'm like, I need to make a call right now. So I had to sit there and hold my phone in front of the air conditioning vent in my truck, got it to cool down. Apparently, sorry, I had a little cough here. Apparently, people are putting their phones in the fridge, and it's giving them moisture damage. So, yeah, don't do that. Just set it on the table and just let it calm down. Let it chill a bit. All right. Anything else here? Over in the UK, they implemented a midnight social media curfew, and they're urging teenagers to follow it. Yeah, that'll work. Hi, we're the government. We don't want you to use your phone after midnight. Could you teenagers just not do that? Thanks. Yeah, I'm sure they'll listen. No, I guess it was implemented on all phones, but it can be overridden. It's not mandatory. So this is another one of these, at least as far as I'm concerned, examples of politicians trying to appear like they're doing something, but they're ultimately not. They're like, look, we're trying to save the children. We got a social media ban. Starts at midnight so your kids can get good sleep. It's not mandatory, but please use it. Whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of pandering. Oh, we'll get into some other pandering here in a minute. Yeah. I got my daylight saving time rant coming up. Forgot about that one yesterday. Give me a break. We'll get into that in a few. Got to play some songs and get pumped. Oh, nice. I think I failed to record part of my show for the on-demand version. Fantastic. Well, maybe I can pull it from the old air checker. Copy and paste it in. Might not sound as good, though. If you're listening on demand right now and you're like, that last break sounded like crap. Well, our air checkers, sometimes it's a little bit funky. All right. What other tabs did I have open here? Oh, yeah, I was going to talk about daylight saving time. Let's do this. The government is yet again pandering to all of us by claiming that they are going to make daylight saving time permanent. Said they put forth a bill that went through the House to make daylight saving time permanent. And do you think this is really going to happen? No. They've told us this a million times. All right? And there are very few issues that both sides of the political spectrum agree on. And one of those issues is that the time change is garbage. It's stupid. It kills people. Like, it literally kills people. It's dangerous. And there is absolutely no reason for it, okay? People always say, what about the farmers? If we have any farmers listening right now, I would love to hear your thoughts on daylight saving time. Because here's the way I look at it. They're like, there's less daytime for farmers. No. there is the same amount of daytime during the winter, same amount of sunlight, as there would be if you move the clock 10 hours ahead. All right? It's you're still going to have the same amount of sunlight during the day. It doesn't matter what time the clock says it is. Push them 12 hours ahead. All of a sudden, the middle of the nights when we have sunshine, you're still going to have the same amount of daylight. So if you're a farmer, you start a little later, right? Isn't that what you would do, farmers? I know we got farmers who listen. Isn't that what you do? Start a little later, sleep in a bit, and then it won't get dark out at 4 o'clock at night. But there are still people like, what about the children? They'll have to go to school when it's dark outside. Yeah, talk to people who live in Alaska, all right? Kids will survive, all right? I go to work when it's dark out, no matter what time of the year it is. You know what? I do just fine. Aside from twice a year when we have the time change, and then it throws me off for, a week or so. Makes me feel like crap. Okay, let's see here. These senators might kill permanent daylight saving time. Here's why. At least 13 senators have previously voted against the Sunshine Protection Act. Are any of these our legislators? It better not be. Okay, we got some guy in Florida, a guy from Arkansas. Who else? All right, I don't see anyone from Idaho on this list. What about neighbors of us? I'll throw them under the bus. Tim Sheehy of Montana. No, I don't want to make the time change permanent. Meh. I want to know why. What is their justification? What is their justification for why we should not make daylight saving time permanent? Let's see. For coastal and southern states, the benefit of brighter evenings tend to outweigh the cost of darker mornings, even in the winter. Yeah, you ever been to Arizona? During the winter months? It gets dark at like 3 o'clock. Because they're on standard time, always. Make Arizona daylight saving time permanent so I could enjoy some time there during the months that suck here. And where we live, we're way further north. Yeah, we get even less daylight to begin with. So, yeah, could we have that maybe in the evening when you need to get some crap done? All right? The school bus they got headlights, all right? Well, anyway, I am going to throw down my prediction right now that they're not going to make daylight saving time permanent. They have said they're going to do this countless times, and when it comes to the government, they tend to only put things through, as far as I've seen in recent years, that nobody's wanting, all right? Did anybody ask to have to show an ID at the library? No. Nobody wanted that except for some kind of weird extremist. All right? Did anybody ask that truck nuts be banned? No. Nobody cared. Did anybody say, I want 18-wheelers to be able to go 80 miles an hour? No. That's not a pressing issue. All right? We all can agree. Time change sucks. Get rid of it. And I'm on the side of daylight saving time permanent because I want more light in the evening. I don't care if it's dark in the morning. It's morning. And it makes it easier to sleep in on your days off. All right. Rant over, but yeah, don't get your hopes up. Don't get your hopes up on this one. It makes me wonder, what are they distracting us from right now? If everybody's talking about daylight saving time, what's the government up to that they're trying to distract us from? Something's going on. I'm going to get digging. I'm going to find out. How are my friends on this fine Thursday? I hope you're doing well. Weekend's looking toasty yet again, so if you got plans, sunblock, some nice, refreshing, cool water. Just try to keep cool, people. A little bit brutal out there. All right, let's see here. What did I have open that I was going to talk with you about? Too many tabs. Too many tabs. Oh, there was this woman in Florida. This wasn't what I was going to talk about, but it'll do. So she's on the run from the cops. It's a foot chase, and usually they'll send out the chopper or maybe a dog. Maybe ask the neighbors, hey, you see this crazy Florida woman go running by? Well, they tried everything. They tried all that stuff. Helicopter, drones, canines. Well, they managed to find this woman hiding in a shed because I guess a cat walked up to it and was just kind of hanging out at the door meowing. So they opened it and there she was. That's either a good kitty or a bad kitty. It depends if it was hers. Cat busted a woman, helping the cops. What do you think? Get rid of the canine units? We start sending in the cats?
Sure. Let's have them team up.
Cats and dogs?
Have you seen the movie Homeward Bound?
It's been a long time, but I have seen that movie, back when I was a kid. Doesn't it always pop up on those saddest movies of all time list?
It is a sad movie. I think I cried when I was a kid watching it.
Does one of the animals die?
I don't think so.
No,
it's just a kid's movie.
Oh, they made it back home.
See, that's a crazy rule. That it's like you can't. You can have a person die in a movie. That's somewhat okay. But if you kill the cat or the dog, you're a piece of
Oh, dude. Okay. I'm a hardcore horror fan, and the horror community is very divided when it comes to the animal stuff.
Stephen King just talked about it on the interview with Last Podcast on the Left.
Yeah. I think he said the most backlash he ever took was for the book The Dead Zone.
Yeah.
With a scene from the beginning I'm not going to describe on air. The Dead Zone's a great book. You should. If you've ever had a time to read The Dead Zone,
it's all about a guy who has no cell phone signal. That's it. It's a crazy book.
But yeah, this author I've started reading, Nick Cutter. I guess, in all of his books, there's some piece of crap who does something bad to an animal.
Is he related to Andrew Cutter?
Andrew Cutter, who hosts the Cutting Edge Countdown every Sunday at 8 p.m.? Yes. But, yeah, people are like, I just can't do this guy. I don't know why he's always got to throw this stuff in. Now, horror is supposed to horrify you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to bother you. It's not all necessarily about jump scares. Horror can mean a lot of different things. And if something disgusts and horrifies you and makes you uncomfortable, they're doing a good job.
Now, what if you wrote a book about a serial killer that just only goes after pets?
Oh!
He just mutilates cats, dogs, ferrets, hamsters.
You want to write a book that would enrage the whole world?
Somehow, this rich person comes out to their backyard and they scream in terror because every koi fish was poisoned.
Oh,
in their
not
pond.
the koi pond.
You just see every fish floating at the surface.
Holy cow.
I told you the story about my dad the one time he was cleaning all the betta fish tanks in my parents' house. And
didn't he put two of them in a tank together or something?
No. He poisoned all the tanks and all the fish died.
Oh, geez.
And so my sister's crying her eyes out. My mom's all mad at my dad. And I'm laughing my head off because it's just...
You're laughing.
Because it's such a horrible... It's such a dumb situation where my dad's all embarrassed. I killed the fish because I decided to clean their tanks for them.
Oh,
they're all floating at the surface upside down.
Oh, jeez.
Bailey.
Jeff Peach.
Yeah, good old Papa Peach.
Upsetting them kids all the time. That's a good dad right there.
My friend Christian has a old blind dog by the name of Rocky. He's 15. I think he's a Yorkie. Okay. And Christian, he hates this dog. The dog doesn't know what to do. He can't sit down. he'll get into the computer chords, and I know when he's getting into the chords because all of a sudden I'll just hear, "I can't wait for you to die."
If you feel that way about your pets, you should try to rehome them. They need love, especially if they're old and blind.
Just die already, Rocky.
Yes, I'm sure there's somebody out there who'd love to take care of little Rocky. Gosh. In case you were wondering, the explosive diarrhea outbreak is supposed to continue through August. Well, expected to continue through August. That would be the cyclospora outbreak. And they're trying to figure out, where is this coming from? What type of food is to blame? And they believe it might be lettuce. Seems like I heard that some restaurants have pulled lettuce from the shelves. They're like, sorry, no lettuce for you. Now, as far as I know, I think we've only had, one case in Idaho. It was somebody in Boise, and I believe they had gone out of state, picked up the explosive diarrhea parasite somewhere else. But it does seem to be spreading. So, Michigan says lettuce was a potential source of the outbreak. So you might want to be careful with lettuce, which sucks because, I'm hungry this morning. And a salad sounds pretty good for some reason. Probably just because I'm reading you shouldn't eat lettuce. Yeah, I think our lettuce is fine around here. As far as I know, we have not had any lettuce, linked explosive diarrhea outbreaks here in East Idaho. But yeah, salad sounding pretty decent there. I guess I do have the lunch I didn't get to eat yesterday, but I'll probably bring that home and share it with Becca for lunch because it was quite a bit of food. Okay, sorry, I'm babbling. Hopefully that food doesn't give me cyclosporiasis, explosive diarrhea. And it can kill you. Death by diarrhea is no way to go. So, just, wash your lettuce. You got one of those salad spinners? I don't know if that gets this, parasite off of there or not, but salad spinner's a great item. If you're into salad, top quality, good item to purchase. I'm mad, Peaches.
Why are you mad, huh?
Because I forgot to bring something to work. Yesterday, I brought the Stranger Things lava lamp. Actually, it's a motion lamp. They had taken a Sharpie on the box, and anywhere where it said lava, they, blacked it out. I'm guessing some kind of a copyright issue, something like that. But anyway, I forgot the cap that goes on.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it's missing the cap.
Yeah, it looks like you're about to drink it.
Yeah. Delicious.
Oh, I love my motion lamp with pulp.
It's really cool when you turn it on.
It's like very squishy boba.
Yeah, it's going to look good in here. And the only reason I bought it was because, one, it was dirt cheap. It was basically a thrift find. But it's the Stranger Things, what are the call letters of their radio station?
WSQK.
WSQK. The Squawk. Squawk! So it's a radio-themed lava lamp, and it's red when it lights up. I was like, that is perfect for the K-Bear studio. I gotta have it. $17, not bad. I figured it was a deal.
I was gifted my lava lamp by the Matty Kid.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And Peaches, he just sits around and he's like, whoa, man.
That's right. My room smells like patchouli oil.
Look at that lava lamp. Look at the wax move.
Next thing you know, I become that person that has the blacklight tapestry behind the bed.
Yeah, you're going to go from the boring gray everything to all of a sudden full-on psychedelic.
I got my Buddha incense right there on the dresser.
Show up to Peach's house. He's wearing a tie-dyed T-shirt.
Peace be with you.
Birkenstocks.
Oh, jeez. Did they make him that big?
Hey, man. Brendan Peach on Z103, man.
All of a sudden, I love Sublime and Slightly Stupid.
It just took me long to figure it out and get it, man.
Now it's groovy.
I love stick figure, man. Come on, bro.
I've always been fascinated by Volkswagen buses, so
oh, no.
That's the first step.
Peaches is going to be living the van life, moving to Slab City, man.
You see me in the parking lot here?
All right, Peaches. How did that go for you?
It went well. We had some technical difficulties, but I didn't go, Victor, I'm freaking out.
Help me! Help!
Like I was with Brian last night asking for help to hang up my Ice 9 Kills axe, and we got it all hung up.
I saw your Snapchat that you got that hung up, so
you see the video of him trying to use my stud finder that I texted over to you?
I don't know if I did.
Did I send it to you or did I send it to somebody else?
Maybe you sent it to me. I seem to remember you sending me some kind of video of you guys doing some kind of work.
Yeah, I sent it. Yeah.
What kind of stud finder do you have?
That's a real cheap one. I think my dad gave it to me when I first moved out.
The ones I have, or the one I have is like these little magnets that go inside of like a little box. You ever seen that?
Oh, no. But Brian has literally everything. Like, we were making fun of him yesterday because apparently he spent $8,000 on his mattress. And it's one of those that goes up and down and everything. I'm like, that thing better get me out of bed itself, you know?
Yeah, I mean, my mattress goes up and down, but it didn't cost no AGs.
I'm like, hey, that's the price of a car.
Dude, yeah, that better be the best bed of all time. Jeez.
$8,000.
And then he decides he doesn't like it. That'd be the funniest. Sleep on it for a month and...
My parents fight about that all the time. They have this rock hard mattress. It's terrible. It's like the bottom of a wrestling ring. Mm-hmm. And my mom hates it. She sleeps in the chair, and my dad's like, "Oh, I'm okay." And then he sleeps like a stiff board all night.
They need to get what they need to get is the adjustable mattress, right? But they have king size that'll have each side can be adjusted. And so they have their own individual mattresses on each half of the king bed.
See, I think
so your mom could have, something a little bit softer that she'd like, and then your dad could have just an uncomfortable rock hard slab to sleep on.
I think it should be illegal for anybody under 6'4" to have a king size bed because there's no need for it.
Oh man, if I had the dough, even though I don't need it, I'd get a king bed, just have more room.
You got to get the 10-foot by 10-foot bed.
Yeah.
The one that Shaq has?
Yeah. See, for people like you, you need a California king.
That's what I am. I sleep on what I am.
I did have one of those at one point. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, you had me carry the whole frame for it out of your house.
That was the regular king. And I actually complained about carrying the adjustable frame on the show earlier today. It's weird how this all comes around sometimes. But thankfully you didn't have to help Brian move his... those frames for those adjustable beds are ridiculous heavy. Like, they don't look like much.
No.
But they suck to move.
I was wanting to buy a new headboard because I'm really... Brian was appreciating what I've done with my place.
I bet he was.
He was like, this is really looking adult in here. I'm like, thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah.
See... you're a man of taste.
Yeah, don't grow up, everybody.
I told him, I'm like, I want to get a painting of a sailing ship right there in my living room, right next to the axe.
I want my house to look like every listing on Zillow.
That's right. I want my house to look like the clubhouse of a fancy apartment complex.
Like, dude, I am never going to have my house look that way. Like, it's never going to have the adult look. If Becca all of a sudden decides, hey, we need to get serious, we need to grow up, and we need to make this place look like a regular adult house.
That's when you just throw her out.
That's right, you're dumped.
You take her to the dump and throw her in.
I'm taking you along with these black and white paintings. We're headed to the dump.
You're just knocking ferociously on Jade's door. Here, I have a second wife for you. Just throw back in.
You can have her. Jade's into weird decorating too, though. I don't know. I think he's got areas of his house that are his own space. That's how it used to be for me. Now it's like I took over the whole place. Becca is moving stuff in, and helping decorate. But luckily, she's a weirdo like me. So I'm like, okay, that stuff's cool. It's weird. That'll do. Oh, you have a giant beetle in a glass case? Sure. Put it on the dining room table. Looks beautiful. It's a nasty looking beetle too.
Is it alive?
No, it's like taxidermied. It's like this big. It's like something out of the jungle or something.
Have you seen that Erling Haaland, that soccer player? I don't know how you say his name, but he bought a $750 taxidermy raccoon that's drinking like a thing of whiskey. And he bought it from Wild Bill's Western store in Dallas, Texas. And that store posted him on their homepage. They have sold out of most things now because of him going there and buying this thing. And he brought it back to where he's from.
Wow.
And he's like, this is the most American souvenir ever.
Yeah, have you ever looked for weird taxidermy on eBay?
No, those freak me out.
You don't like weird taxidermy?
Taxidermy freaks me out. Texas Roadhouse, when you walk in, you see that moose right above the front door.
Yeah.
I do a little run. Right as we walk in, I go,
See, if you get on eBay and you search for weird taxidermy, you can find all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, right here, we got a taxidermy rat in a cowboy hat standing. He's just standing there wearing a cowboy hat. Little taxidermied rat. Here's another one, taxidermied rat in a little tiny rat bathtub, Peaches. Wouldn't that look cute in your bathroom?
Just what I need.
It wouldn't look cute in your bathroom?
No, I have two skeletons in the bathtub together with soap all around them. Remember from Michael's, that Halloween decoration?
Yeah.
I got that I can put out there, but that only comes out around Halloween.
Whoa, dude.
But I keep it seasonal.
Here's a weird one. A lot of 50 assorted small coyote teeth. It's just a bunch of teeth. Show me your teeth.
There was
If you're a coyote.
There was a posting on Facebook Marketplace for raw milk that this person was selling in a mason jar.
I remember you telling me about that.
It was dark yellow, and I was like, maybe I should buy the jar for $7 as a meme to give to Viktor to put up on a shelf in his house and just watch that milk like curdle or whatever in that in that jar, and it starts foaming out like elephant foam all over the living room.
I don't know if my Facebook's open. Hold on. I was going to send you this link. This is $285. It's called Strange, Bizarre, Weird, Creepy New Half Squirrel, Half Doll Mount Taxidermy Halloween. It's a squirrel.
Is it a local pickup?
It's a squirrel body sitting in a chair.
I can't wait to meet the owner of
That's been taxidermied, and then it has a screaming head on it. $285. That's American, the most American thing I've ever seen, Pages.
I gotta say, having a full animal taxidermy in your house would freak me out, dude. It'd be like you wake up in the middle of the night, you go out to the living room or whatever, you have a full-on moose just standing there.
Dude, a taxidermied moose would take up a lot of space.
Well, I mean, there was a rich guy's estate that somebody was showing me, because I guess this guy was working he was an electrician, so he was showing me like, oh yeah, I was working for this guy's house that has a whole bunch of taxidermy, and he has a giraffe. He has a full-on rhino that he's imported from Africa.
Wow.
It's like, imagine the giraffe. You just look up. Hey, there's a dead giraffe just standing in my place.
Dude, now it's not just the head. He had the whole giraffe.
The whole giraffe.
What?
A full-on adult giraffe.
Some people got too much money, man.
Yeah, why would you want to spend it on that?
It's a great question, Peaches, but
get yourself a nice painting of a sailing pirate ship. The black and white.
There you go. There you go. All right, everybody. Peaches and I are going to bail. We'll see you at noon. Thank you again for tuning in to The Viktor Welch Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.